what news? What hast thou there? The cords that Romeo bid thee fetch.
Aye, the cords.
Me what news? Hast thou written thy hands?
Ah, well a day. Dead. 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 We are undone, lady, we are undone. Alack the day. Gone. Killed. Dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo. Romeo, whoever would have thought it? Romeo!
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus?
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark.
Oh, break my heart. Or bankrupt break at once. Prison eyes ne'er look on liberty. Pile earth and earth resign and motion here. And thou and Romeo press one heavy bier.
Oh, Tybalt. Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? Dear loved cousin and my dear lord. And dreadful trumpets sound the general doom. Who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo did kill her. He is banished.
Oh God! And did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. It did. Alas, the day it did.
Oh, serpent hearted with a flowering face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical. Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit. For 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned sole monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast I was to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him? That is my husband. Ah, poor my lord. The tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it. Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? Villain cousin would have killed my husband. Oh, this brings comfort. Wherefore I weep then? Some word there was worser than Tybalt's death. Tybalt is dead, Romeo. Banished. That banished, that one word banished had slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough had it ended there. But with the rear word following Tybalt's death, Romeo was banished. To say that his father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead, Romeo was banished. There's no end, limit, measure, sound to that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring you hither.
Wash they his wounds with their tears. Mine shall be spent where theirs are dry. Romeo's banishment. Take off those cords. Our robes were beguiled. With you and I for Romeo was exiled. Made you for a highway to my bed. I maiden widow wept. Come cords, come nurse. Call to my wedding bed. In death not Romeo take my maiden head.
Fly into your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I watch well where he is. Hark me, your Romeo will be here tonight. Call to him. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, friar, oh, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy, hideous predicament, even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer? And now I have stained the childhood of our joys, with blood removed but little from our own. How is she? How doth she? What says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and starts up, falls down again. And on Tybalt calls, and on Romeo cries, then falls down again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun didn't murder her. That name's cursed hands murdered her kinsman. Tell me, Friar, what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand! Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and stay thy lady too that lives in thee by doing damned hate upon thyself? What, rouse thee, man, thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns into exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lies up upon thy back. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass the Mantua. Thou shalt live till we can find time to blaze thy marriage, reconcile thy friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady. Bid her haste in the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Be the vault being heavy so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome, Juliet, wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk, it is not dead.
It is, I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, stringing harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. Stop not so, for she divideth us.
Farewell, farewell.
Now be gone away.
Farewell, farewell, while kissing all the sand.
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What, wilt thou wash her grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make her live? Therefore, have done. Some grief shows much of love, much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, weep is not so much for her death, as that the villain lives which slaughtered her.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot come to him. To wreak the love I bore my cousin upon whose body that slaughtered him.
But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
Joy comes well at such a needy time. Are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, has sorted out a sudden day of joy that thou expectest not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the county Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make me there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and St. Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be my husband comes to woo. I pray you tell my lord and father that I will not marry yet, and when I do I share. It shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he shall take it at your hands.
How now? The conduit girl? What, still in tears evermore showering? How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
I'm not proud that you have. Thankful that you have. Proud I can never be of what I hate. Thankful even for hate that is meant for love.
How now, chop logic, what is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, and not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me, no thankies, nor proud me, no proud. But fiddle your fine joints against Thursday's next, to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee and hurl thee thither. Out, you green sickness carriage! Out, you baggage, you tallow face!
Hindsight, what are you, mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee to church o' Thursday, or ne'er look me in the
No,
face.
but father—
Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. Fingers itch. Wife, scarce thought blessed that God had left us only this one child. And then I see that one is one too much, and we have a curse in having her out on her hiding.
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence. Smatter with your gossips, go.
I speak no treason.
Oh, God, ye goddamn.
May not one speak.
Peace, you mumbling fool. Utter your gravity or gossip bull, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone in company, still my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided a man of noble parentage, proportioned as one would think to wish a man, and have the wretched pulling fool whining lament, saying, I will not wed, I cannot love, I'm too young, I beg you pardon me, but as you'll not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, I do not use to jest. Thursday is near, lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And if not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets! For by my soul, I'll never acknowledge thee, and what is mine will never do thee good!
Look, sir, here comes the lady towards my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
It may be so, and I may be a wife.
That may be, must be love, Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now? Or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, you must entreat the time alone.
But you that should just their devotion. Juliet, on Thursday, early I'll rouse. Then do and keep this holy gift.
Oh, shut the door! And thou hast done so. Come weep with me. Hast hope, hast cure, past help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hear'st of this, unless thou can tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom then canst give no help, do but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speakest, speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope which craves the desperate execution, as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou would undertake a thing like death to chide away the shame that Cobus would have himself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap off the battlements of yonder tower that marry Paris, or walk in thievish ways. Bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears. Things that to hear them have spoken have made me tremble. And I will dwell without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be married, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night wilt thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this phial. Being in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. When presently through thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes, thy eyes' windows fall like death when he shots up the day of life. Each part, tried to suffer government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death, and in its borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as if from pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be born in the same ancient vault, where all the kindred of Capulets lie. In the meantime shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night he shall bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from thy present shame, if no inconstant toy, nor womanish fear, abate thy valor in acting it.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua, with my letters to thy lord.
Thou'st given me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.